Shalom, sis. Happy Sabbath.
Shalom, sister. Shalom.
Y'all like y'all say shalom to me?
Oh, shalom, brother. Shalom, shalom.
It's here. I ain't got my phone on the station yet. Oh, God.
Yeah.
You gotta go work.
Oh, he down there now.
Where's your tablet at?
Hold on, where my tablet? But you get my tablet upstairs and you can get it. I don't know how. Who the heck is green? Who's green? What color you are? What color you are?
Red.
Red. Oh, that was you. What color you are? Good. Good. Oh, snap.
Shalom, shalom, brothers and sis. Happy Sabbath, nation of Israel. Just glad to be here for another Sabbath, you know. Glorious, beautiful day. You know, we're going to bring a class to y'all.
That's right.
You know, letting y'all know it's not a game.
Glory to the Father.
All glory to the Father.
So, introduce yourself. Who are you?
I'm Officer Solomon here at the One Nation Israelite School.
And I'm Commander Judea, and we are
One Nation Israelite School.
Welcome to the Sabbath, and we'll be starting up shortly.
Shalom, happy Sabbath, sis.
What is Shabbat? What is Shabbat?
Who was that?
No, it says Shabbat. Shalom. They say two different things.
Happy Shabbat, sisters. Happy Shabbat.
Alright.
Y'all settle down. All right. We back. Once again, shalom and happy Sabbath. Shalom and happy Sabbath.
Shalom and happy Sabbath.
Okay, so today I will be reading. I'm gonna be reading. Officer Solomon gonna lead us in class. Shalom, brother Carmel.
Oh, how you
Shalom.
doing, Brother Carmack?
Shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
Happy Sabbath, brother. Happy Sabbath. Amina, happy Sabbath, sister.
Happy Sabbath, sis.
Happy Sabbath. All right. So today my brother gonna be doing the teaching. I'm just gonna be doing a little reading. You know what I'm saying? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna, before we get into it, shalom, sister, shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
That's Arizona.
Yeah.
Tell the husband we said shalom.
You tell him we said shalom.
All right, so before we get into the class, you know, it's nothing. This day would not be possible if it weren't for the Most High. What a great God we have. Even in our time of punishment, He gave us a day of rest.
Oh yeah.
So before we go any further, let's give some glory and praise to His name. So
yes, sir.
Let's stand up and face the east and praise. Give a prayer up to Jerusalem. Facing Jerusalem to the Father. Yes, I leave by blowing the trumpet. Since you teaching, I have to do the prayer. All right.
I don't know if I'm blowing the trumpet yet.
Thank you, Father God, for another day, another night. Thank you for waking us up this morning. Thank you for all our blessings. Forgive us for all our sins, those that are known and unknown. Give us the strength to overcome the demons that we fight on a day-to-day basis. Father God, we ask that you gird our minds and seal us in these laws, statutes, and commandments that we may do that which is well-pleasing unto the Father. Father God, we give you the glory and all the honor. We thank you for every blessing, everything that we may take for granted on a daily basis. For there are people with eyes who can't see, mouths but can't talk, ears but can't hear, legs but can't walk, those who can rise up but can't feed themselves. And for those things, we give you the glory and the honor. Father God, we ask that you send in more laborers that we may go out and harvest the field. Seal and protect the minds of the Israelites that are in the law, statutes, and commandments. Bless every Israelite camp around the world if they are teaching in truth and sincerity. Father God, I ask that you bring a humbler spirit against among the nation of Israel as a whole. Father God, I ask that you bring in unity. Let Zephaniah 2:1 be fulfilled. Father God, we know for the things that are written for our comfort. So in that we give you glory and we praise and we believe wholeheartedly by truth, by works, by talk, and by deeds. In your Son Christ's name, we thank you for the food and drink. In Yahweh's name, we give you the glory and the praise. Amen.
Amen.
Sound off it. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord, and the power of His word.
His word.
His word.
His might.
His word.
His might.
His word.
His might.
His word.
His might.
Happy Sabbath. Happy Sabbath.
Happy Sabbath.
For those who don't know, the new moon will be tomorrow at sundown. The new moon is tomorrow at sundown. Y'all send up some prayers. Lord's will. My brother from Shirsi, Jeremiah, he should be here Monday. Lord's will. If he's here, we will be doing the class. So y'all, hey, send us some prayers. All right,
send up some prayers.
You know what I'm saying? The brother, he's here in Florida. He's here in Florida, y'all. So
all glory.
He said Lord's will, he'll be here Monday. All right,
glory.
So go to the Father for that. All right. I know, right? So all praise. Glory to the Father. Glory to the Father. All right.
Praises to the Most High.
we're gonna I'm gonna pass it over to you, brother. You lead us in this one.
Yes, sir, brother and sister. We want to let the nation of Israel know, also the people out there who sleep, that we got to realize coming into this truth, and even out there in the world, that the Most High word is not a game at all. We seen, even our people before in the time, we seen the things the Most High have done. But we're going to see it worse in the time that's to come. In these last days and these last times, we're going to see that the Most High is really not the game. He's turning up the heat out here.
Right.
And if you're not ready, you're going to be caught up in that fire, that brimstone. So, yeah, we don't want to fall into that, brothers and sisters. So let's try to get this thing together and realize that the Most High word and the Most High is not a game at all. So from there, my brethren, let me get Genesis chapter 6 and verse 5. Because even back then, what we have to understand that even Noah knew the Most High was in the game. He even tried to warn some of our brothers and sisters.
You said Genesis?
Genesis chapter 6, verse 5. But they wasn't listening.
Genesis chapter 6 and verse 5. Genesis chapter 6 and verse 5. And it reads, And God saw that the wickedness of men was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually.
So the Most High seen wickedness was upon this earth. Just as he's saying it today, wickedness is upon this earth, right?
Right.
Go ahead, brother.
let me pull this up real quick.
Go
And
ahead.
then we're going to come right back to where you at.
All right.
Let me get Mark Mark 7:21.
Mark 7 and 21. All right. Mark. I done flipped way too far.
that was deep. Give me Mark 7:21, then we're going to come right back to where you was at.
Mark chapter 7 and verse 21. For from within, out of the heart of man, proceed evil thoughts.
Nope, that's all I want. Because like you just said, like the scripture just said, in the scripture you pulled, it says the thoughts of men, it says that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil. Out of the hearts of men proceed evil thoughts.
Evil thoughts.
So, back to you.
So we know even as today we have a lot of wicked thoughts, imagination going through our head. The same thing happened back then. And the Most High finna show you exactly what he did when all those things was going on. So it's nothing different. Remember, the Most High does not change. Right? But he did find this. Give me Genesis 6 and 8.
Genesis. Jump down to verse 8. Genesis chapter 6, jump down to verse 8.
Uh-huh.
But Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord.
So out of all of the wickedness that was going on at this time, right? Noah found grace in the eyes of the Most High. It's going to be the same thing for the ones who are woke, knowing it's not a game and keeping those laws and commandments.
Okay.
He going to find grace on them as well.
Right.
All right? Now give me Genesis 6 and 18 through 19.
Genesis chapter 6, jump down to verse 18. Genesis chapter 6, jump down to verse 18.
Uh-huh.
But with thee I will establish my covenant, and thou shalt come into the ark, thou and thy sons, and thy wife, and thy sons' wives with thee.
So what the Most High was showing that since you was keeping my laws and commandments, since you listened to me and seen that this was not a game, I'm only going to save you, Noah, you and your family, and I'm going to establish my covenant with you. See, the Most High already established his covenant with us. But some of us today take things as a game.
Right.
Like the Most High is a joke or something. But Noah, he listened. This is when Noah knew it was not a game. Give me verse 17, 6 and 17.
Genesis chapter 6 and verse 17.
Uh-huh.
And behold, I, even I, do bring a flood of waters upon the earth to destroy all flesh, wherein is the breath of life from under heaven, and everything that is in the earth shall die.
So Noah was like, hold on. The Most High just said he gonna flood this earth, man. And when he flood the earth, everything is gonna die. Everything. So Noah's like, hold on, this is not a game. So in order for Noah to wake up, he was like, hold on, the Most High not playing. He is serious. For his words, he is gonna keep his words.
I say he's finna kill everything.
He finna kill everything. He don't care. It's moving. He don't care. He killing it. But he found grace on Noah, right?
Right.
And since Noah knew it wasn't a game, and he moved and acted on what the Most High said, give me verse 22.
Genesis chapter 6, jump down to verse 22.
Uh-huh.
Last verse of the chapter. Thus did Noah, according to all that God commanded him, so he did.
So Noah took heed that it wasn't a game, and he acted on it.
So did he, sorry.
Yeah, he acted on that thing.
Shalom, Sister Abby.
Shalom. He acted on it.
You know what? What you bringing out is a good point, because it says Noah found grace with God.
He did.
But why? We just read it. He said, thus did Noah, according to all that God commanded him, so did he.
He acted.
So he was keeping the commandments. He was doing whatever the Most High said. A lot of people use that word grace today to say they can do against what the Bible says.
It's far from true.
So we found he found grace because he was doing what the Bible said to do.
He was doing exactly what Most High said. Go build me an ark, because when I destroy this thing, nothing's going to be left. So you better go build me an ark. You better put every kind of animal on there, male and female. You think Noah thought this was a game? Noah knew it wasn't a game, because he also went to go warn brothers and sisters. But they did not listen to Noah. If you didn't listen to Noah, you heard what the Most High said, I'm going to destroy it. And surely if you ain't listen, he was going to die too.
Right.
So he knew it wasn't a game enough to act. I need to do what he's saying.
Right.
So Noah warned all people for many of years that this flood was going to come. But what they was doing out there, Johnson, lally-gagging, marrying, drinking, having a good time.
And you can bring that up to today's point. We out there, brothers and sisters, warning you. hey, you better keep these commandments. Get yourself in line. What are you doing? A lot of people are rejecting it and not trying to follow the commandments. And guess what? Because of that, they're going to be put to death. I tried to follow, but am weak. Finish what you got. I'm going to touch that in a second.
Okay. So he knew. Now, they knew that Noah kept warning them. He kept warning and warning. They looked at Noah like he was crazy. Like he was stupid. There ain't no flood coming, Noah. That's what they're trying to tell Noah. But he giving them warning, right?
Right.
Let's go to Hebrews 11:7.
Hebrews chapter 11:7. We got prophets telling y'all to keep the commandments. We got sisters, prophetess, that are making it. They doing things for you women to make it easier for you women in this truth.
Right.
We got a sister at Shirsi, the Daughters of Proverbs 31.
You right.
A class that build up women and stuff. Y'all should tune in.
You
I believe
right.
it's every Tuesday or Monday.
Yeah.
What is it?
What is it again, sis? When do you host that?
It's over.
Trying to wait for the sister to go ahead and let you know when she do her class. I mean, her little, building the women up.
I believe it's Tuesdays, but
Tuesday
or
or
Monday.
Monday,
It's one or
something
the other.
like that.
It's one or the other. We'll post it. Okay, every other Thursday at 6:30.
Okay.
Every other Thursday at 6:30. Every other Thursday at 6:30. All you gotta do is follow the link that just popped up. Daughters of Proverbs 31. All right. So where you want me to go again?
Give me Hebrews 11:7.
Hebrews chapter 11 verse 7.
Uh-huh.
Hebrews chapter 11 and verse 7. By faith, Noah being warned of God, by faith, Noah being warned of God of things not seen yet, moved with fear, prepared an ark to the saving of his house, by the which he condemned the world, and became heirs of the righteousness which is by faith.
So, being warned of the Most High, Noah knew it was in the game. How did he move when he was warned that these things was going to happen? Noah moved with fear. But when it says he condemned the world, he was warning them. If y'all do not get prepared, the Most High is not a joke. He finna destroy everything. So you got a man out here warning you for years and years and years, and then you see the flood coming. Now it's not a game no more, is it? You're not laughing. Why? Because your behind was destroyed along with that flood. But many brothers and sisters now taking it as a game. Guess what's going to happen in the end times? It's not going to be with no water no more. It's going to be way worse. So where you're going to see and witness people with flesh falling off their skin.
It's over.
That's just how serious it is. It's not a game, man. Whatever the Most High say, we must do.
Right. So when you read about Moses, when it says, by faith, Noah being warned of God of things not seen yet. That's big, because that's what faith is.
You're right.
Believing what ain't seen, what's to come. We believe what this Bible says is going to come.
That whole verse talking about by having faith.
Right.
All the prophecies.
Yeah.
All right. So we know that we can't see the kingdom, but we know it's coming.
You're right.
That's why we keeping the commandments to get it. And Noah did what he had to do to keep himself alive. And if he didn't move by faith, guess what?
See, Noah had the understanding that
I don't know how thirsty he was, but he couldn't drink all that water.
that's what it is. Noah had a keen understanding that, man, I know what he telling me is not a game. I know it ain't. I know I haven't seen it yet. I know it's about to be done though.
Right.
I know it's not a game. But a lot of our people now today, everything is a game to them like they're a child, man. Life is not a video game. The Most High word is not a video game.
Right.
You can't sit down and play and restart.
Right. Remember, I always told you, you want to play with somebody, you want to play, get your video game. Don't play with the Most High.
It's the wrong thing to do, bro. Give me Matthew 24 and 38 through 39.
Matthew chapter 24, verse 38. Matthew chapter 24 and verse 38. And it reads, for as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, meaning Noah, entered into the ark.
39.
And knew not until the flood came and took them away. So shall also the coming, Salakia. And so shall, and they knew it not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
So keep thinking it's a game. The same thing that the prophets are doing now today out there on the corner, they preaching, they teaching. Brothers and sisters, repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Right. Repent and turn from your sins, brothers and sisters, right, or you will be bound to hell's fire. Noah did that same thing. And guess what? The people think it was a game. They was out there having a good time. Noah, shut up. Man, what the heck is you talking about, man? I got my good drink in my hand. I'm about to go marry my baby today. When that flood hit, it wasn't none of that. But that's going to be the same way, going to be the returning of Christ. When you're going to get hit with that destruction of nuclear fire. So everybody really took it, the word as a game.
Right. So this is telling you in another scripture, basically, that the Son of, when Christ come back, he going to come unexpected. It's going to come at a time you didn't know. Give me that Luke 12:39 real quick.
Luke 12:39. And
then we can pick up from wherever you're going.
All right.
Now, I want to get that, just,
Yeah.
As the Most High is going to send Christ back, and when Christ comes, it's going to be like a thief in the night. Why?
Yes, it is.
Let's get it.
Luke chapter 12 and verse, you said 39 verse?
Let's start at, start at 39. We're going down to 40. Okay.
Luke chapter 12 and verse 39. And know that if the good man of the house had known what hour the thief would come.
The thief that that's talking about is Christ. You know what I'm saying? Because he say the day of Christ is going to be like a thief in the night. So the thief that it's talking about is Christ. Come on.
He would have watched and had not suffered his house to be broken through.
So now I understand I'm using Christ as the thief in this particular case, because he's going to come back
as a thief in the night.
Like when he pop up, you ain't know he was coming. But this say why is he going to come like a thief in the night? Because if the good man knew that with Christ, there ain't no thief in a similitude. If you knew a thief was going to break into your house, you just stayed up and watched. The same thing. If you knew when Christ was coming, you the BS that didn't on the day that he was supposed to come back, you try to get yourself together. So you basically played around and watched for his return.
You thought it was a game.
Right? Watch this. Come on.
Be ye therefore ready also, for the Son of Man cometh at an hour when ye think not.
So that's why, just like it said where he was at, just like what he was saying was at, he came, that flood came, they ain't know it, and it's going to be like the second time. It's the same thing here. You better be ready. I mean, you better be keeping these commandments, because Christ will pop up at a time that you think not.
Unexpected time. When the same thing, but listen, these people really thought it was a game back then.
And they do today too.
It's the same thing then. But when that fire hit, the same way that flood hit, you're going to know at that moment it was a game. Just like Navon said, and at this moment, he know he messed up.
Right.
It's going to be that same way. quit thinking it's a game.
That fire break out.
It is. But, see, we're going to give you an example to show you that this is all people think is a game when we telling them that, brothers and sisters, man, the Most High don't want you eating pork. The Most High don't. Well, we can eat what we want to, so you think it's a game, right? The same thing, the same thing Noah did, we was doing the same thing. Give me Jeremiah 25. We were doing Noah was giving them a warning. We giving y'all a warning. Keep thinking that pork okay. You're going to fry along with it. Get bumped up. You're going to be some pork. Jeremiah 25, 4 through, let me see. All right, Jeremiah 25, and go through 5. 4 and 5.
Jeremiah chapter 24.
25 and 4.
Jeremiah chapter 25, verse 4. Jeremiah chapter 25 and verse 4. Reads, and the Lord hath sent unto you all his servants, the prophets, rising early, sending them, but ye have hearkened, but ye have Salakia, I'm going to read that over. Salakia. And the Lord hath sent unto you all his servants, the prophets, rising early and sending them, but ye have not hearkened, nor inclined your ear to hear.
All right. Now, he did the same thing with Noah. Every prophet, he raised them up early, saying, go warn my people. Right. Go give them warning that destruction is coming that way.
Right.
We doing the same thing, even though y'all take it as a game. When that time comes, you cannot say you have not been warned.
Right. Does the scripture say the same thing? Jeremiah 44:4? No, we don't got to get it. I'm just saying it.
Now, watch what verse 5 said. The same thing that Noah was telling them, that the flood going to come, turn away from your evil, same thing we doing. Verse 5.
Verse 5. They said, turn ye again now every one from his evil way, from the evil of your doings, and dwell in the land of the Lord. And the Lord, Salakia. They said, turn ye again now every one from his evil way, and from the evil of your doings, and dwell in the land that the Lord hath given unto you and to your fathers forever and ever.
A lot of you ain't going to be able to see that. You will not get to see where our fathers have dwelled. Right. In that land that the Most High is going to promise us when it's come back. Because a lot of y'all just cannot stop playing. You a grown man, you's a grown woman, stop playing with the Most High, man. Y'all know that even Christ is a man of war.
Right.
Stop playing with them. Because when he do what he got to do, you cannot say that, oh, nobody ain't tell me that. There's no excuse.
Right.
You knew. It's not a game. Don't play with the Most High, man. That's the wrong thing that you ever want to do. But it's constantly. We out there every day. We not out there for our health. We out there for the love of our people, man. We trying to work out. You think Noah was up like, I'm going to get up here and scream to y'all every day because it make me strong? Noah's like, I'm trying to warn you for your own good. Stop playing. Nah, wait, man. Hush up, Noah. Flood came. Goodbye. Noah and his family, the only people on that ark. We trying to do the same thing to y'all, brothers and sisters. It's because we really love y'all and trying to tell y'all that destruction is coming your way.
Right.
We just warning y'all, man. That's all we doing. We doing the same thing the Most High told us to do, like our forefathers. Ezekiel 3:17-19. This is a fair warning. Beware. That's all we can do to you. We doing our part so we can get into the kingdom, and we just trying to tell y'all to repent so y'all can get into the kingdom.
Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 17. Ezekiel chapter 3 and verse 17. And it reads, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the words at my mouth, and give them warning from me. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked ways to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood I will require at thy hand.
So, I'm going to keep going back to Noah because Noah, he moved with fear, man. He knew that, man, Father, you came and spoke to me. I'm going to get this done right now at this moment because I know you're not a game. So guess what? When Noah was out there warning them, and they was taking it for a game, was their blood on Noah's hand? No, it was not. So we doing the same thing. So your blood won't be on our hands. Letting you know, stop playing, brother and sister. That time coming, it's coming sooner than what you think. And it's not a game. Give me verse 19.
Verse 19. Yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked ways, he shall die in his iniquity. But thou hast delivered thy soul. So, I'm going to say this, brother and sister. If you want to be that wicked Negro, you keep moving. We ain't going to force you to do nothing. We just giving you that warning. Just like Noah did. He kept on telling them. That time came, it was too late. Just like the brother did it will be too late, man. You're going to miss your ride and you're going to miss out. Got something you want to pull out? No, go ahead.
Y'all better understand, man. If it's too late, it's also not a game. So let's try to get this thing together, brothers and sisters. Let's move with that haste. Let's move with that fear of showing the Most High that we're not taking him for a game. His word's not a game. That's what we have to do at all times. Oh, man. Some people take everything as a game because the reason why somebody will keep taking a warning as a game is because they have to be rebellious. Their head got to be hard as a brick. Why else would you keep taking a word that I'm showing you from the Bible as a game? You see me, and I told you last week that this was a sin, bro. And you're doing the same thing when I see you the next time? Bro, you rebellious and you take everything as a game. Isaiah 30:9. And you would tell me, bro, I stopped doing it for a week. You're also a liar. You better quit all that lying, man. Anybody who lies knows it's because they take everything as a game, man. Seeing this brother about 2 weeks ago, he's still with the pork sandwich in his hand. You read him same scripture, he acting like it's brand new. Like you ain't tell him that before.
What was it again?
Isaiah 30:9.
Isaiah chapter 30, verse 9.
You know that brother wicked and rebellious. Oh, bro, you did read this scripture, man. I forgot. You ain't forget nothing.
Isaiah chapter 30, verse 9. Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 9. That this is a rebellious people, lying children, children that will not hear the law of the Lord.
They didn't hear the law. They thought it was a game, didn't it? But that's because you're rebellious. You don't take heed to nothing but what you think in your own mind and in your own heart. Everything is a game to you when it comes to the Most High. But when these the so-called white man got his wicked holidays going on, you right there participating with that. But you won't participate with the Most High's laws and commandments.
Right.
But you don't want the kingdom? I want the kingdom. I know it's not a game. And they ain't trying to burn. It's already hot where we at.
Right. Remember you was saying how they won't change.
They won't.
They won't change. And they'll make excuses for it too.
Yeah, they will.
Watch this. Give me this is our people. Give me Jeremiah 8 and 6.
Oh man.
Jeremiah chapter 8 verse 6.
Jeremiah chapter 8 and verse 6.
Because this is when you break these things down and you warn these people and they won't change. This is what it's going into. Because when they make an excuse, I didn't know, or I just want you to read it. Watch this. Come on.
6, right?
Yeah.
Jeremiah chapter 8 and verse 6.
As a fact, go to verse 5.
All right. Jeremiah chapter 8 and verse 5. Why then is this people of Jerusalem slidden back by a perpetual backsliding? They hold fast deceit. Man. They refuse to return.
And they refuse to return. Come on.
Oh, Lord. I hearkened and heard, but they spake not aright. No, dang boy. No man repented him of his wickedness.
See, that's our people. We out there warning them. We trying to tell them, trying to save them, and none of them will repent from their wickedness. As a fact, what did it say? Come on.
Saying, what have I done? Oh, heck no.
That's our people. They won't acknowledge that they are in the midst of sin. They won't acknowledge they need to change. They'll say, what have we done? I got a brother, he talked to a brother, told him, hey brother, you be wrong when you do stuff. What have I done wrong?
Oh Lord.
That's a reprobate mind right there.
It is. It really is.
That's a reprobate mind. When you in the midst of sin and you won't repent, but matter of fact, he'll say, what did you do wrong?
But you know that's crazy, because if you think about somebody who takes everything for a game, right? When you tell them to stop playing and something go wrong, the first thing they holler is, what have I done wrong? What do you mean? I told you quit playing, bro. Now whatever you shot hit me in my face.
Right. Like back in the day, you know them kids, hey, stop playing. Y'all stop playing in this house.
Yeah,
Stop playing. And somebody, next thing you know, you hit us out the room. What I did. I told you to stop playing.
Now you talking about what you did. Oh man. Everyone turned to his course.
All right. That's all I want. I just want the part to show that they repent not and none turn from their ways.
But it's true though. You think it's a game so much that you don't see the wrong that you're doing.
Right.
I really did something wrong, bro. Remember when we read that in Leviticus 11:7, that pork sandwich? And we read the judgment to you? Y'all read a judgment to me, bro.
Hey, I'm telling you, I know, I got family. Telling them to stop eating that pork for the longest. Man, telling them to stop eating that pork. Now you got the gout. And the devil's so busy, bro. The devil's so busy. I said, what? I said, didn't I tell you stop eating pork? What you mean the devil is busy? You right. When you was frying that pork chop and putting the mayonnaise on the bread and throwing the ketchup and you start eating that pork sandwich, you was the devil. What you mean? I don't get it. What you mean? You the devil.
It's crazy.
I never. That always got to me. I ain't want to cut you off, but that always got to me. You know, brother be in the midst of straight sin and then be telling something the devil busy.
No,
You the
devil. You busy.
so that's on you, bro. Back to you.
Yeah, but our people want to wait till the last moment to see things is not a game, right?
Right.
But you gonna learn things not a game when it's when this time here comes. You gonna know it's not a game. You gonna realize at that last moment it's not a game. The Most High don't play at all, man. Who y'all take the Most High for? He do not play. Give me 1 Peter 4:17.
Jump into the New Testament.
Okay.
1 Peter's. You gotta speak that for me again. 1 Peter's.
1 Peter 4:17. I don't know who y'all think y'all playing with. This ain't the person I want to play with.
Right. So I'm gonna teach this thing like a good song. All right. So 1 Peter chapter 1 verse. 1 Peter chapter 4 verse 17. 1 Peter chapter 4 verse 17, and it reads: For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of God, and if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of God?
Keep thinking this again. If he dealing with us and we believe it, imagine the people who think it's a game and they don't believe. They don't take heed to this word. Imagine that time when you got to come in front of that judgment seat and meet the Most High. He is not going to show no pity because he know you have been warned. He sees all, man. He know the people who was out there taking this serious. The people who was procrastinating. The people who thought everything was fun and game, let me live my life. I'm going to live my life the way that the Most High told me to live it. According to these scriptures. I don't want to get up there, he be like, goodbye. You done. Go burn. That's eternal.
Right. You get there, you say, no niggas allowed in him. And I say that, I don't mean it as in no black folks. I mean you brothers and sisters who
They're
just
ignorant.
willingly breaking the commandments. You know what I mean?
They think it's really a game. Give me Hebrews 9. I say Hebrew. Give me Hebrews 9:27.
Hebrew chapter 9 verse 27.
Uh-huh.
Hebrew chapter 9 and verse 27. And it reads, and as it is appointed unto men, hold on, 27?
Yeah, 27.
Okay. And, hold on, 9 and 27.
Yeah, Hebrews 9:27.
Okay. It says, and as it is appointed unto men once to die, but after this, the judgment.
So I don't think a lot of y'all think about a lot of things y'all be doing. Because what you have to understand is at the end of time of all them games you play, you're going to have to face the Most High face to face.
Right.
And he's going to let you know that you've been playing games with him. The Most High is really a strict man. What he says goes. It's his way or the highway.
Right. He
Don't-
making no suggestions.
What? It ain't no games around here, man. You cannot sit up there and say, let's play tic-tac-toe. You can't say, look, I bought checkers up here. Maybe this will ease your mind. You want to play chess, Most High? He be like, yeah, my moves say you go to hell. Game over, king me. Well, it's going to be a lot of y'all with that, a lot of weeping on that day. But whose fault is that? It's your own fault, man. Should no other grown man have to show you that it's not a game by holding your hand, man? You're not a child no more. You want to sit up here and do it when it comes to you, I'm a grown man.
Right.
You ain't finna get up there with the most. I don't play that. Stop playing, man. Really stop playing. Sit down and examine yourself and really look through the scripture and see that it's not a game. Because when you read something, it's going to scare the heck out of you.
Right. Verse 27, I'll read that again. And,
Right.
and as it is appointed unto men once to die, but after this, the judgment. Watch this. Give me 2 Corinthians 5 and 10.
thinking this? I don't understand, man.
2 Corinthians 5 and 10.
2 Corinthians chapter 5
Verse 10.
and verse 10. Yet, not altogether.
No, 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 10.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's 1 Corinthians. 2 Corinthians chapter 5 and verse 10. And it reads, for we must all appear before the judgment seat of Christ, that everyone may receive the things done in his body, according to that he have done, whether it be good or bad.
So, just to show, when the brother said, we all, what the scripture say, we're going to die, and then after that is judgment. Scripture here just said, and we're going to appear before the judgment seat of Christ. And then you're going to receive everything you've done, whether it be good or bad. So it let you know that, hey, it ain't no joke.
It really not,
If it's
man.
wicked, I'm going to give you some wicked. I'm going to show you what it's about.
That's how your scale gonna look when it's everything a game to you. You gonna be looking for that righteous. This whole scale gonna pop. Pop! You better know it's over.
It's not going to be so imbalanced, it might just break.
Pop! You better know it's not a joke no more.
Imagine that. Crap, this nigga done broke my scale.
It's really over. He ain't gonna hit nothing now.
All right, that's all you, bro.
I mean, y'all better quit playing, man. Please, brother and sister, we really stop playing. Not for me. Don't do it for me. You ain't here to please me. Stop playing for your own sake. Stop playing with the Most High. You don't want to get fried, but trust me. You think getting burnt on the stove is hot? You ain't experienced hell yet. Them flames is unbelievable. You can't explain them flames.
Right. All right.
Now, and while a lot of y'all was out here playing all these games, hey, please remember this. Give me Romans 14 and 12. Take this to remembrance.
Romans 14 and 12.
Romans 14 and 12. Y'all better keep these things in mind, man.
Romans chapter 14, verse 12. Romans chapter 14 and verse 12. And it reads, so then every one of us shall give account of himself to God. So then every one of us shall give account of himself to God.
So you got to give your own account to God.
Right.
So you can't be up here talking about so-and-so made me do this. So, no, it's on you. If you wasn't playing games, guess what? You will have a good account to tell. But if you playing games, what your account gonna be? Your account gonna be full of BS. Because come on, nation of Israel, the Most High knows better than we know ourselves. You can be putting on the actor show all you want to. He know if you really playing games. He see things that a man can't see. He see through that flesh. He see your spirit and he see your mind, man. And if all that's written up is I'm playing games, I'm one way here and another way that, you're playing games with the Most High, man. He don't like no lukewarm brother or sister. He don't like nothing. Either you be straightforward with the Most High, you just don't be. You don't be at all. We know where you're gonna go. I don't want to go there. No, many times I gotta tell y'all, man, it's not a game. Got something you want to pour, Bertrand?
Nah, I'm good.
All right. Then while we are out here giving warnings, letting our people know to repent, the Most High is not a game. If you do not, you will die. Our people, man, listen, man. Also remember this too, because all we trying to do is give you warning, just like the Most High is telling us to do. That's all we doing, man. Keep thinking that it's a game, and you're gonna see where you're gonna end up. Keep thinking it's a game, and you're gonna find out just how much the Most High is not a game. Give me Matthew 12 and 36 through 37.
Matthew's
Chapter 12 and verse 36.
Matthew chapter 12, verse 36. Matthew chapter 12 and verse 36.
I better keep these things in remembrance, man.
And it reads, but I say unto you, that every idle word that man shall speak, they shall give an account. They shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. For by thy words thou shalt be justified, and by thy words thou shalt be condemned.
So yes, even your words, you will be condemned. This is why we tell brothers and sisters, man, watch what you say to one another.
Right.
Watch how you talking to your brothers and sisters, man. Because you will have to give account for your words too.
Like them people who be complaining about the laws in the Bible, the commandments, who be complaining, I always tell you, all right, by your words, you gonna be condemned. You remember when the sister say, well, I'm not gonna do that.
Oh yeah. The Most High got that already written down in his books.
So, okay.
So on that day, when he opened up that book, your soul gonna be ready to get up out of there.
Remember when the brother was out there teaching, he told the sister about that homosexual spirit that was on him.
Yeah.
That homosexual spirit that was on him. And she was like, well, I love women. He was like, well, you got to take that off. And then she said, well, if I got to do that, I just burn him. He said, by the words of your own mouth,
Yeah.
you be condemned.
And that's the thing. That's how you knew. She don't get it. The brother is showing her with scriptures her faults. But she taking it as a game just to open her mouth and say, I will burn. Woman, you have lost your mind. You will have to give account for your words on that judgment day.
By the words of your own mouth, you be condemned. All right?
Amen. Oh, Lord. I don't know why brothers and sisters, and a thing about that, you said it, they love to sin willfully.
Right.
A person who play a lot of games, you're doing it willfully. But then when the repercussions come your way, you act like it's something brand new. Like, oh my Lord, it's not my fault. What did I do? Did I do something wrong? You know you did something wrong because you just did it freely. Nobody ain't put no gun in your head to tell you to go out there and play these games with the Most High. Give me Hebrews 10 and 26.
Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 26.
Willful sinning.
Hebrews chapter 10 verse 26. Just for those who think that it ain't that serious. I'm just gonna do this right. I know it's a sin, but I'm just gonna,
That's what I'm
it
saying.
ain't that serious. Just one time.
Yeah. We're going to see how one time going to get you.
All right. Hebrews chapter 10 verse 26.
Uh-huh.
And it reads, for we sin willfully after that we have received the knowledge of, I'm going to read it again, Salakia. For if we sin willfully after that we have received the knowledge of the truth, there remaineth no sacrifice for sins.
So our forefathers, they go and they giving you truth. Our brothers now today, when they standing on the street, they pushing this word and this truth on Periscope, they giving you the truth, man. They showing you just how much that you should not play with the Most High. How much you should take this in a serious account, repent, and change. But a lot of you just do it willfully. Guess what? There's no more sacrifice for your sins. It's nothing you ain't going to be able to do. Nothing at all. That's a game over. Yeah, you thought it was a game, now it's game over. No more lives. You can't go. You can't go and kill to get no more lives.
Right. As a fact, give me Sirach real quick, cause give me Sirach 21 and 3. Sirach 21 and 3, because this goes right into y'all who think that I'm gonna just slide this one little sin under the crack and it's gonna be all good.
Sirach chapter 21 and verse 3. All iniquity is as a two-edged sword, the wound whereof cannot be healed. Oh my God.
All
Hold on.
iniquity is a what?
I gotta read this one more time, boy. All iniquity is as a two-edged sword, the wounds whereof cannot be healed.
All right, so you deal with that. You deal with that.
See, what a lot of people don't understand is on that day, right?
Right.
When the sins get balanced, it's gonna be some sins that's gonna make that balance drop heavier. That's the ones you were not forgiven for. It was no way because you did it willfully. Oh, it ain't gonna be a game till when you see that heavy sin drop and he replay it to you and be like, "This what you, when I told you not to do this, this what you did." What you gonna tell him? There is no excuses. Your behind will be put to death, man, nation of Israel. Once you out there, you need to wake up, man. This is a serious warning that the Most High is not a game. And we're going to continue to do our part to try to get you on and wake you up. It's for you to accept it or not. We're doing our part. Back then, when Noah warned the people, they were going to be killed off by the flood for thinking it was a game. Noah are doing the same thing what Noah did and right. Our people still think it's a game. How do you think? I'm sorry. How you think you gonna get destroyed now? If it was a flood and it's by water, how do you think you're gonna get destroyed now? Well, let's go find out and see how you're going to get destroyed. It's way more serious than what y'all think, man. Them people got drowned to death. This time it's going to be way worse.
Right.
You're going to be cooking. Everlasting cooking.
Right.
Let's get 2 Peter 3 and 10.
2 Peter chapter 3 verse 10. 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 10. And it reads, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night.
Uh-huh.
And the heavens, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise. And the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up.
The first time it was water, this time it's going to be fire, but a fervent heat. You're going to get your behind caught in that nuclear fire, man. Everything's going to be melted away, and you're going to melt away with it too. For what? Wasting time, procrastinating, and thinking it's a game. Stop thinking the Most High is a game. He don't play at all. Man, y'all brothers and sisters better wake up and understand when you get caught in that fervent heat, there's no coming back from that. That's everlasting.
Right.
So, who is it? Who is that heat coming from? Who is that fire coming from? Let's find out. Revelations 20 and 9. We're going to find out who it's coming from.
Revelations chapter 20 and verse 9. Revelation, the 20th chapter and the 9th verse. And it reads, and they went up on they went up on the breadth of the earth, and compassed the camp of the saints about, and the beloved city, and fire came down from God out of heaven and devoured them.
So, just like that time, the angels going to come around the city, going to realize the saints.
Right.
But everyone who's not, whoever not kept the laws and commandments, you're going to get devoured with that fire. And it's coming from the Most High.
Right.
And it's going to be righteous, man. Because he warned you.
There's some bombs going to be dropping and be hitting people right next to you. They ain't keeping the commandments. And you're going to be like, ooh.
You're looking right at them.
Boom.
Getting
boom.
blowed up. Wondering, am I going to be next?
And thank you, God. I love you, God. Hey, watch this. Give me verse 10, because this goes, I like that verse 10 too. Give me verse 10.
Verse 10. And the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophet are.
Woo, well, who at?
Where the beast and the false prophet are.
Woo, well, who at?
And the beast and the false prophet are.
Come on.
And shall be tormented day and night forever and ever.
Oh, God. All right, so what you getting here is tell you straight up. Because a lot of y'all gonna be put to death for following behind these fake pastors, these false prophets. And when I say false prophet, because you can have a brother who just don't he got something wrong, and he can be corrected. He'll correct the truth. But you got some that they will only prophesy off of what they like.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? They want to stop celebrating birthdays, so all of a sudden birthdays is cool.
You're right.
You got them. You can't celebrate no other idolatry, but birthdays is okay. You can't eat no other food, but that's my brother right there. Hey man, we hope we see you Monday, man.
Oh yeah.
We hope to see you Monday.
We waiting for it.
Hey, so that devil that deceived them, whoever it is that deceived y'all, he gonna be cast in the lake with you.
You dang right.
And Lord, I know if you get deceived, you might want to lay hands on him when y'all get there.
Why? Because he was in the true playing the game.
Right. So yeah, Lord's will, brother. Lord's will. We see you. We see you.
We looking forward to that, brother.
All right. So y'all, you got some more you want to do? You want to keep going? Let's go. Let's keep going.
See, man, I love this right here because, hey, man, it's for me too. It's for everybody. It's not a game. You in this truth, you better know it's not a game.
Right.
I hope you know it's not a game. Give me Zechariah 13 and 8 because for everybody who keep playing games and thinking it's a game, it's going to be you.
Zechariah 13 and 8. I'm going to say something when we read this. Did you know that out of every 100 people, if you read the scripture and you do the math, out of every 100 people, 66 going to die.
Man.
That's the statistics.
That ain't a lot.
Out of every 100 people, 66 are going to die. Let's read it. I'm gonna prove it.
That is the truth.
We're going where?
Zechariah 13:8.
Zechariah chapter 13, verse 8. Zechariah chapter 13, verse 8. Glory to the Father.
All glory.
We trying to, sister. We trying.
Right.
Zechariah 13:8. And it reads, and it shall come to pass, in that all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein.
So, when that time comes, in that fervent heat, 2/3 should be cut off. Keep playing games, you're going to be a part of that 2/3 who getting cut off and you're dying in the fire. But, it said what?
It says, but the third shall be left therein.
That's the 1/3 who took this serious, full-heartedly, and knew that everything the Most High said was true. That he was telling the truth and it wasn't a game.
Right. So
and they didn't play with it at all.
when you take 2/3 and slice that from 100, you get about 36, 37 at the most.
Yeah.
But that's most likely you're going to get, about 33, actually. 66 out of 100 going to die. You get about 34.
Yeah, you said 34.
All right. So, about 66 people are going to die out of every 100. Because they ain't going to accept it, or they just going to keep continuing to play around with it.
That is a lot of people getting destroyed.
And that's talking about out of Israelites.
Yeah, and there's a little bit being left. That's why I told you, a lot of you in the truth, man, you better know it's not a game, man. Or you're going to be a part of that 2/3.
You want verse 9?
Give me verse 9.
And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them, and I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord is my God.
Why? They knew it wasn't a game, but like the Most High said, just like silver and gold, it have to be tried through the fire.
Right.
To burn out of to burn the impurities out of it. That's just like us. We got to be tried through that fire. So the impurities will be burnt out of us. And we should call on the Most High name and be his people. Because you know why? The Most High going to be like, this the part who didn't play games, and this 2/3, I knew they played games. Depart from me, you must die. that's just how the Most High. Woo! I'm scared of the Most High, man. I don't know if you is, but I am. Now I pray y'all is. I pray y'all scared of the Most High.
Right.
Amen. Hey man, give me Ezekiel 5:12. This still with the people who want to play games and hey man, listen. The Most High giving you scriptures to let you know. On that day, it's gonna be terrible. It's gonna be very terrible.
Ezekiel chapter 5, verse 12. Ezekiel chapter 5 and verse 12.
Uh-huh.
And it reads, a third part of thee shall die.
Oh my Lord.
A third part of thee shall die. With the pestilence and with the famine they shall be consumed in the midst of thee. And the third part shall fall by the sword around about thee. And I will scatter a third part into all the winds. And I will draw out a sword after them.
So I don't think you heard it, but the Most High is coming to lay his wrath down on you who playing games with him.
It's going to be razor blades and lemon juice. Razor blades and lemon juice.
Because after you get cut with that razor blade and you put lemon juice in it, it only get worse. You get it's like you can fire. Razor blades on fire.
Right.
That's how it's going to be if you keep playing with the Most High, man. So I hope y'all brothers and sisters really take heed of this class. I hope it was edifying and letting y'all know that the Most High is not a game, man. We have to wake up, keep these laws and commandments. We have to keep teaching our people, brothers and sisters, that stop taking the Most High as a joke. Wake up. Let's get this thing together, brothers and sisters. Or you're going to be a part of that 2/3.
Right, right. So, once again, thank you for tuning in to One Nation Sabbath class. Be sure to check in with my brothers out there at Sure Seed. Y'all know who this is. This is One Nation.
Oh, yeah.
Sure Seed. Sure Nation.
Yes,
So, make sure y'all tune into the class hosted by my brother at Sure Seed as well. Every Sabbath. Well, when he not, it's been a little runaround lately, but Lord's will, it be settled down. Lord's will, you'll see one coming from us Monday.
Oh, yes.
And make sure every other Thursday, 6:30, the Daughters of Proverbs 31, our sisters at Sure Seed. Make sure you check them out.
Yeah, tune in, show support.
You women, it's a good course for y'all to get built up with this thing as well. All right. With that, I think Monday, if the brothers here will be doing the segment.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Also be on the lookout for Real Talk.
Yes, sir.
Just hit the follow button and you will get the notification.
Oh, yeah, we finna-
So with that, let's get Matthew 26.
I'm gonna read that.
Okay. Matthew 26 verse 6. We were going to break bread, but we had a run around this Sabbath, and I never got a chance to actually prepare the bread. So
Yeah. All glory to the Father. All glory.
glory to the Father. Glory to the Father. All right. So let's get it. Matthew 26.
Matthew chapter 26 and verse 6. Now when Jesus was in Bethany in the house of Simon the leper, there came unto him a woman having an alabaster box of very precious ointment, and poured it on his head as he sat at meat.
Thank you, sister. Happy Sabbath.
Yes, thanks, sister. Happy Sabbath.
Glory to the Father.
But when his disciples saw it, they had indignation, saying, to what purpose is this waste? All glory. Appreciate you, brother.
Glory to the Father. Thanks, brother. Glory to the Father.
But when his disciples saw it, they had indignation, saying, to what purpose is this waste? For this ointment might have been sold for much and given to the poor. When Jesus understood it, he said unto them, why trouble ye the woman? For she hath wrought a good work upon me. For you have the poor always with you, but me you have not always. For that she hath poured this ointment on my body, she did it for my burial. Verily I say unto you, wheresoever this gospel shall be preached in the whole world, there also this that this woman hath done be told for a memorial of her.
All right. So we're commanded to bring this out wherever we go and wherever we teach. Bring out the good thing, the good work that this sister did preparing Christ for his burial. Showing that these women are important to this truth too. They are more than bed witches and bread makers. All right. More than bed makers and bread makers. All right. So, Israel, gather yourselves together.
Yes, sir.
Gather yourselves together. All right. With that, I'm going to say shalom and pass it to you. If you got something you want to say?
Shalom, brother and sister. You know, we always going to bring you a segment to let you know, man, wake up before it's too late and let you know the Most High not a game. But we love each and every last one of y'all in the nation of Israel, brothers and sisters. Wake up. Let's get this thing together. Shalom and happy Sabbath.
Shalom.
You was talking about the razor blade.
Let them know we ain't here by ourselves.
Ain't nothing but a problem.
Oh, Lord.
Come on with him.
Oh, Lord.
Uh-oh. 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 Uh-oh.
I know Steph Curry got
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Hit him with the juice. Hit him with the juice.
That's how you gonna move when
Hey.
You gotta do it one more time, boy.
Oh, man.
Think
You
that's
gotta hit him with the
You
juice.
gotta give it to him one more time.
Uh-oh. Hit him with the juice. Hit him with the juice.
that's how it's gonna look. Razor blades and lemon juice.
Hey, shalom, y'all, man.
Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
Happy Sabbath. Happy Sabbath.